It's time for our Small Business Saturday Spotlight, and we're joined today by our friend John Supernet from EP Direct. Let's talk about all things EP Direct. Good morning, John. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. I think with a company with as rich a history as EP Direct, we probably should start kind of give us a bit of an overview, because I know that's a name that's synonymous with the Fond du Lac area for a very long time.
Right, it is. We've been around for a while. So EP Direct began as a small shop called the Copy Print Center back in 1969 in downtown Fond du Lac. We quickly grew to be one of the largest quick printers in the state, and became part of the Econoprint chain for many years. 1998, with the industry changing and technology updates, we became EP Direct to meet the growing needs for fast, quality business-to-business print and sign services. And now EP Direct serves the entire Fox Valley area and beyond from our state-of-the-art facility right here in Fond du Lac.
And having done a tour of that facility, you're right about state-of-the-art. That's a pretty awesome place. Let's talk about being a small business in Fond du Lac. What are some of the good things about that? Because I think a lot of people want to hear the positive aspects, and that's something that you guys preach a lot at EP Direct.
We really do. Being a small business here in Fond du Lac has a lot of advantages, and the opportunity that we have to work closely with the very businesses and organization and people that make up our fantastic community here really helps us thrive, helps the community thrive. Our in-person service and communication ability are the key factors. We offer a great way for those businesses to reach their customers, whether they're here in Fond du Lac or across the state or globe. And it's very rewarding to see other companies grow like we have over the last 50 years. So we're kind of growing with other companies and with our community, and that's fantastic to be a part of that.
Absolutely. So with the company that has as much history as you guys have, there's got to be some surprises along the way. There's got to be a few things that might that our listeners may not know about EP Direct, and they may not think about when they think about you guys. So what's one of those things?
Well, being around for 50 years, you think, well, boy, you've worked there forever. We've gotten a lot of people coming through our doors, customers, employees. The one thing that is pretty amazing, in my opinion, that people may not know is that our staff has a combined industry experience of over 215 years.
That's amazing.
It really is. It really is. And most of them are cross-trained, so you can find any one of us, whether we're in the direct mail department, in our sign department, in the printing department, finishing, shipping, customer service. We really kind of cover all the bases, and which is one of the key factors that have made us successful over the last 50 years.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about some of the specifics, some of the things you guys offer. Let's dive into the details just a little bit. Let's talk about direct mailing, because I know that's something that we've hit on a few times, particularly in some of the radio ads and some of the messages that you guys have been spreading throughout the community. But what if you want to do a direct mail, but you don't have a good list?
That's a great question. A lot of people do ask that question. How do I want to send this great flyer out, this great postcard out, but I have no idea who to send it to. How do I figure that out? Well, we have resources that we can create those mailing lists for you. We can target those specific geographic, demographic areas that can really fine-tune your mailing to make it work. Because the worst thing that you can do is send out a direct mail and you don't get any response back, or you're not getting the right people. So we can really narrow that down for you.
That's wonderful. And and then the other thing is that the office spaces. Let's talk about in-person offices first. We'll talk about remote offices in a little bit, but offices are changing in 2021. We know that. We've seen the results of the pandemic have definitely changed how people do business, both in person and remotely. But when it comes to in-person offices, tell me about some of the ways that EP Direct can help to maximize that office space and create some really cool visibility too.
Right. Well, big graphics are very popular, and we call them environmental graphics. That's one thing that we've really seen grow over the last few years. Our sign department has endless ideas for wall graphics, acrylic standoff pieces, custom nameplates, unique floor graphics, and so much more. Our designers are great. They have great ideas to be able to look at your office space and really be able to fine-tune what you're looking for. So we have lots of capabilities, and I think we would definitely be able to change your office space to however you want it to look.
Excellent. And and that's the other thing is that when we talk about office spaces, you want to provide a warm, welcoming environment for your customers and your team, and that type of updating is probably long overdue for a lot of offices. And I think that may be a lesson that we've all learned through all of this. But that's really cool to hear that, having all that design experience is going to make a big difference when it comes to making the office a better office.
It really does. And what we've been hearing and seeing, what's trending, if I want to use a popular word, is a lot of people want to talk about their history and the history timelines that we've seen businesses put in their office lobbies, in their lunchrooms, in their break rooms, to really talk about how they've grown over the years has really become popular, whether that's a wall graphic, an acrylic standoff, like I mentioned before. Some pretty unique ways, and we've seen some pretty amazing things.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about remote offices, remote employees, all that sort of stuff, because you do have a significant portion of the workforce that is still working from home, or maybe they're doing a split. They're working from home a couple of days and they're back in the office a couple of days. So how do you reach the remote audience that you would normally be able to get because they'd be physically in the office?
Right, and we've had to do that the last 12, 18 months here with what's been going on in the society. But a couple of different ways. As a business, we really try to help other businesses find out you've got to reach your employees, your customers in multiple ways consistently. So we can help with whether it's your printed materials that you're sending out to your customers, whether it's social media graphics that you need help on designing, or now that trade shows are coming back into swing, we can get those trade show graphics with retractable banners and specific banners that you need to really help get your message out there. So lots of different avenues to go with.
Excellent. All right, John, we're going to get you out of here on this. I got to ask you, in the last, there's a couple points to this last question. In the last 12, 18 months, what's some of the biggest lessons that you guys in EP Direct have learned, and some of the things that you've taken away from this challenge that we've now hopefully overcome? And then in addition to that, what are some of the things and trends that you're seeing that can benefit businesses in our community long term?
Well, first of all, I think what we've learned is that, the loyalty to our customers has been strong. We've got a good, solid base of customers, and we were there for them through all of this. They were there for us. So going back to the beginning of our conversation, being a small business here in Fond du Lac, our relationships that we have with a lot of our customers really helped pull us through this, pandemic, and we're still going through it now. But I think that those solid business relationships has really helped get us through that. What I see in the future, we talked about a little bit. I think a lot more things are going to be remote through technology, through things that we're not used to, but we're adjusting. And EP Direct is positioned to help customers get through that, and we're learning from other customers. And that's one of the biggest things in business, is that you have to listen to other customers and listen to other businesses to see what's working for them, what do they need us for. So we're always adjusting and trying to find ways to help other businesses grow, just like we have over the 50 years that we've been in Fond du Lac. So we're positioned to do that again, and we'll continue to do so.
Excellent. John, well, thanks so much for all your time. We appreciate it. John Superman from EP Direct. How do the folks get in touch with you via website, phone, all that sort of fun stuff? If they want to get in touch, how do they do that?
Best way is go to our website, ep-direct.com. That's going to be the best way to look and see what we do. We've got lots of galleries up there, phone numbers, emails. But yeah, go to ep-direct.com. You'll find everything there, and hope to talk to you again. We appreciate the opportunity to talk a little bit about EP Direct here. And
well, John, we appreciate you stopping in, and don't forget to check out EP Direct on Facebook. You want to see some of their great work, Facebook's a great way to do it. Their Facebook page is always up to date with some really cool things they're doing. That's another Small Business Saturday Spotlight interview here on these Radio Plus radio stations.